Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. In this video I'm going to talk about how to make a good motorcycle video by yourself. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell and you get all the latest videos from the channel. So, in this video I'm going to be talking about what is the best way to make a motorcycle video by yourself. Now, if you had a whole team of people and they all had, big cameras and everything, then you could shoot simultaneously, I should say, from lots of different angles, getting great quality, and somebody could be following you along, in a filming truck or another motorcycle. You could have drones, following you as well, so you could just ride in one path or one track and you get all the shot and then take all that footage, B-roll or whatever you want to call it, back to your home studio, your laptop, whatever it is, and get working on editing, and you can chop and change and it'd be fantastic. However, honestly, how many of you have a whole team of cameramen at your disposal? Well, I don't know anybody like that. I'm certainly not like that. In fact, I tend to go out riding by myself solo a lot, whether I'm off-road, on-road all the time, because of my other commitments that I have. So it doesn't tend to coincide with when many other people have their days off. So that's one of the issues. Who's going to be able to do the filming for you? Nobody else, so you're going to have to do it yourself. So what is the best way to do it? So there are obviously lots of different cameras that you can use. Now check out my other video for the best video cameras for making motorcycle videos, but essentially you're going to need something like an action camera, action sports camera, let's say, GoPros, whatever, to make the video. Now you can just make it depends what kind of video you want to make. If you want to make a point of view, a rider's perspective of the ride, okay, you can do that. You can mount it on your helmet, you can mount it on the bike, you can mount it on the chest, something like that, and you can just take permanent continuous footage of the ride. You can even use the external microphone, and again I'll put another video up, link up there for getting the best audio on a video, motorcycle video. But you can get audio on there, and you can take one continuous video of the whole ride, and that will be an experience. Now I tend to do that on a lot of my videos, especially with the riding times videos, in that I am riding along a particular track or a trail or whatever it is, and I'm actually commentating on what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing as I'm going along. So that's the way I kind of like making those kinds of videos. So you really only need one camera, maybe just two cameras to get a different angle, maybe one shooting at you, maybe one on your helmet or whatever, or both shooting forward, or both shooting one forward, one backwards, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's continuous video, and then you go back to your video editing software, download it all onto your laptop, chop and change it in the editing, and away you go, you make your own video. Fantastic. The other way is actually to think about what kind of video you want to make and make it a bit more dramatic. So you can have a camera mounted on the bike or on yourself that's facing forward. You can have a camera that's facing rearwards, and you can shoot continuous video footage and then edit it, chop and change it when you get back to your laptop, whatever it is. You can actually break up your journey and make lots of different stops. Set the camera on a tripod or in a tree somewhere and shoot down. You can have video footage of you riding past, riding away from you, that kind of thing. So there are lots of different ways to shoot it by yourself, but obviously if you are going to make the latter type of video with lots of different angles of you on the bike, off the bike riding a bike, that's actually going to take a long time for you just to keep on chopping and changing the cameras. And you'd be surprised how long it does take, because what you need to do And you're not going to get very far either. You need to, get off the bike, quickly set up the shot, ride the bike backwards and forwards, that kind of thing. And then, go and get off the bike, pick up the camera again, get back on the bike, ride to somewhere else, so on and so forth. So it does take a little bit longer time. Certainly a lot more time than if you were just doing one angle of a rider's perspective, point of view, actually riding forward. So, but it can be done. Now, obviously, you can have drones that are following you, but it depends where you're where you're riding, and also where you're flying these things, if you're allowed to fly them, and also, well, if you're riding through forests and stuff where you're likely going to hit a tree, what the drone is. If you're open fields, again, you can't ride forever, So it's one of those things that the drone which you can set up to follow you, and also what kind of image quality you're going to get from it as well. So that's what you kind of have to look at. So, you can make really good videos by yourself, but you just have to think about it a little bit. And also, just think about the videos that you like to watch. Essentially, that's why the videos that I make are the videos that I like to watch in terms of motorcycle riding videos. I like point of view. I like to see the whole journey. I like to see, what is going on and what the rider feels, and hear what the rider feels and what he's going through or she's going through. But I also like other types of videos that are kind of, chopping and changing different angles, and also like to see the bike riding by, or the rider going by, standing up on the pegs, sitting down, leaning over, that kind of thing. If I'm making a documentary style video, then obviously I will adopt different angles as well. I have a lot more face to camera sort of shots as well, more angular shots of me looking at something, that kind of thing. Whether I'm looking at the bike, off the bike, away into the distance. So, it really depends how, what kind of video you want to make, and, are you going to be able to do it by yourself? Now, if you are going to do it by yourself, obviously you need to allow a lot more time to make that video, and also plan ahead what kind of video shots you want to do. With the best will in the world, you'd love to actually say, right, I'm just going to ride my bike, and I'm going to set up the camera here, set up the camera there, and I'm going to take all this footage, and it's going to be great. And then when you come to edit it afterwards, in your laptop or whatever, it's actually pretty crappy. It doesn't work. Okay, so you really kind of have to believe me, because I've done lots of videos, or I tried to make lots of videos where it just didn't work for me at all. Especially some of my early videos as well. And I look back on those and think, oh dear, that wasn't good at all, really. So you kind of have to think ahead and plan what you want to do. Now, I'll give you an example. If I'm going out for a ride on a particular trail, I will sit at home, I'll look at maps, and I'll look at, plan the route, and I'll think, actually, from this point to this point, it looks like a really cool trail, so I'm going to use this as a point of view trail. Okay, so I'll have the camera set up, a couple of angles, maybe just one camera on my helmet, looking forward, and away I go. Also, with the helmet, I've got the option to, guide the viewer into whatever I'm looking at as well. Or I can just have a steady shot in front of attached to the bike, and it's looking straight forward. If I want to have, on the next leg of the journey, I might say, okay, well actually I'm going to a place of interest here, so I'm going to make a documentary style video. So I'll have more face to camera, more off the bike, looking at the bike, looking at a place of interest, a building, whatever. I might get off the bike and walk around a little bit more. So it's not always on the bike, you're kind of walking around, and doing stuff. I might even do kind of, I might go and meet somebody who's really interested. So I'm riding on my bike, we're talking, we're next to our bike, and I'm doing kind of more of an interview style. So social documentary, vlog style, whatever. So there's lots of different ways in which you can do it. You can permanently, rigidly mount the cameras to you or to the bike. You can use selfie sticks to get more of a distant view. You can get gimbal selfie sticks as well, that will help as well. So there are lots of different ways to make a video by yourself, but you just kind of have to plan it and think about how long is this going to take me, and you're going to have to think, well, okay, I haven't got a whole team of cameramen with me, I'm going to have to make every single shot by myself. how am I going to do it? And you can just do it. You don't need lots of cameras. You just need one camera. That's all. Okay, you could struggle with a smartphone, but you won't really get much point of view. But you could get all the external shots quite easily, and you'll get decent quality as well. But just any kind of smart camera, relatively cheap on, you know, eBay, Amazon, whatever it is, and you know, you get a used one, perfect, no problems at all. Anyway, I hope this helped. The best thing I can say is actually just go and experiment. You know, go and make motorcycle videos or whatever you want, whatever kind of video you want to make. It doesn't have to be motorcycles, any kind of video, of course. But just go and experiment. Experiment with 1, 2, 3 cameras if you can. Just experiment with different angles. That's all you have to do. Anyway, hope you like this video. Please like it. Please leave comments below. That'd be really great, and tell me what you think as well. But just subscribe and hit the notifications button so any new video that comes out, you'll be the first to know. Right, catch you on the next video. Cheers.